Oh, are we back? Are we back? Can you hear me, guys? Are we back? Refresh your stream. Can you hear me? Blink twice if you can hear me. Chat! Chat, are you alive? Chat, are you okay? Chat! Chat! Chat, are you there? Refresh your streams, please. Chat, are you with me? Chat, if you're there, give me a sign. Nope, not here anymore. Damn it! Shit. The internet went out for a second. I don't know why. The internet just shit its pants for a sec there. Weird. Guess it happens sometimes. Yeah, it was weird. See, at least last stream, that happened because I accidentally jostled the Ethernet cable, but this time the internet just broke itself. That wasn't my fault. Died, went to heaven, not coming back. Based on the context of this video game we're playing, somehow I think that's not true. I'm chatting with another nerd, so I knew I knew it was your internet. Yeah, that is weird. I don't usually get internet hiccups, so I wonder what that was. Guess it happens. Well, anyway. Okay, well, we're in the cabin now. And the cabin looks like a spooky haunted house this time. And so I'm thinking about... So last time, right, in chapter 1, we picked an ending where we have a cool fight with the princess. And then in the chapter 2 that came after that, we came back to finish our cool fight with the princess. We stayed on that vibe. So I'm wondering, do we want to do a similar thing here, where now that we have the cold voice, do we want to follow through with what the cold voice wants to do? And will that bring us through to another ending, maybe?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
Can I see the mirror this time?
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Okay.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? Let's just go into the basement and find her body, so we can be done with this.
I care about whether I'm being lied to. I care, I want to look at myself! I want to see how handsome I am! I do kind of want to say that.
I care less about that and more about whether we're being lied to. If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us? I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
Approach the mirror! Look at the
Walk
mirror
up to the
again!
wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Touch of the mirror. Oh, it's
Reach
gone
forward
again.
and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago, and now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly, it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
Yeah. I think things being acknowledged is gonna be the big theme here. I think perception is something that we're gonna have to keep in mind.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure.
Yeah, is the voice of the cold... Is it... Is she gonna be in here? Or is it just gonna be her skeleton?
I guess we'll just have to go down and see.
She didn't call to us on the stairs like she usually
As
does.
you descend the
Yeah, she's
final
just a
step,
skeleton.
the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor.
Oh, hey!
Two
But
deep-set eyes
she's
stare
a
up
little
at you, followed by a
ghost!
mischievous
Oh!
skeleton. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
Oh, I love that!
Ghost!
Yeah. I think it should be a law. I think that all of the world governments should make it a law that if there's ever a ghost ever in any media anywhere, that somebody in the media has to say ghost.
Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying.
Yeah.
What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Like, am I just gonna put my arm out and just kind of like, and it'll go right through her?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was
Hi.
hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
That's
The
fair.
princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently
Hey.
running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you.
Ghost is my favorite type of monster, probably. So I like this. I think being a ghost is cool.
Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. That
Probably
means
not.
we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
I mean, you could try. Wait and see how things play out. Here, why don't we use our cool save slots? Our 1 million save slots they gave us. We'll do what the cold says first. And we'll see if that gives us like a really solid cold-based ending.
Without a moment's hesitation, you lash out with your blade.
Did it work?
It's like
Yeah,
you're
of course
slashing
not.
at air. No matter how many times you stab at her, no matter how many angles you strike from, all you manage to do is interrupt her form, the skin of your hand prickling with cold as it passes through, unable to find anything solid.
You need some kind of enchanted blade for something like this. You're not equipped.
You're adorable when you're confused.
Thanks.
But I didn't say you could touch me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, that was rude of me. I should have asked. I'm sorry. Are you mad?
Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job, or what?
To kiss? Kiss is not, I can't pick kiss. If I knew I'd have to talk to you again, I wouldn't have slain you. I died too, and I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? Ooh, that's a fair question. Stop playing the victim. You threatened me last time. Of course I attacked you. You're supposed to end the world. That's why I killed you last time. You're dead, or at least mostly dead. What can you even do to hurt me? What do you want from me? Okay, team, I'm out of ideas. Slay the princess harder. Fine, if I can't hurt you, then there really isn't anything for me to do here. I guess I'll get going. Oh man. Okay, what will I made, I already made our save, so we can let's just keep trying to slay and see where that takes us.
You swing at the princess once more, and once more your blade cuts through nothing as she disappears.
You're just not doing it hard enough.
Really?
Her voice chides from elsewhere in the room. You whirl around, finding her hovering between you and the basement stairs, looking you over with grim disappointment.
Oh.
She draws in close.
Kiss?
I was willing to let bygones be bygones, killer. I was willing to ignore everything you did to me so we could get out of here. Together.
Kiss?
All I ever wanted was to leave this place. All I ever wanted was to find a way back home. Wherever home is.
Her eyes turn from wells of sorrow to pits of wrath as she stares into you.
Wrath.
But I guess violence is the only language you speak.
Kissing? I speak the language of love.
She forces her hand into your chest, and then...
Oh, she's gonna rip my heart out like fucking Mortal Kombat.
Yes? Nothing happens. Are you sure about that?
Oh.
Something should have happened.
Did you give me like a soul curse?
And yet it didn't. We're fine.
So I wonder if... it's possible we could have gotten this situation where she does this and attempts to kill us. And if we didn't specifically follow the cold voice and his vibe, if her doing this would hurt us in some way. Stare at her in silence.
You can't be sure if you first hear or feel what happens next, but it is over before you can fully conceptualize what it is.
Oh no, I guess she has given me some kind of soul curse.
A horrific splintering, the squelching of
Oh.
organs, the rending of tissue, an icy, numbing pain.
She just, there was some cast time on that spell that she did. That's all.
I'm done asking. The next time I see you, I'm taking everything I owed. Starting with your body. If you won't choose to give me my freedom, I'll just have to make you give it to me.
Okay.
She's real now. If she's making us dead, we should return the favor.
If she's making us dead. Alright.
You swing your blade towards her briefly corporeal throat. It connects. A gash widens across her neck, glowing ectoplasm leaking.
Ooh, the ectoplasm.
But it's too little.
Hey, that's mine!
In her
Heart
hand, you
ripper.
realize
There
she
are worse
clutches
fates
your
to suffer
still
than a broken heart.
It thumps unsettlingly.
Ugh, stop that. I hate heartbeat
Get her?
noise. It's gross. Ugh.
Even if we didn't, we've
Ugh.
given her something to remember.
See you soon, killer.
Oh, okay, just stop making heartbeat noises. Nasty.
You'll never know.
Oh, thank you.
As she crushes
Ew.
your precious organ in her hand, everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay. Oh, chapter 3. The Wraith.
You're on a path in the wood, and here we go again. Off to slay her again.
Wow, it's way more haunted here than even before.
The deck's stacked, isn't it? We kill her, we start again. She kills us as a goddamn ghost, we start again. I'm starting to think we're being run in circles just for the sake of it.
Voice of the cheated. Cute.
Come on, let's not give in to all that misery just yet. There's got to be a way out of this. There's got to be a right answer.
I heard you enjoy sick nasty stuff, but a heartbeat is too much. I don't like hearing heartbeat noise, because, like, it makes... So, I'm one of those people that I get grossed out if I conceptualize my own circulatory system. So... like, I'm grossed out by my own meats, and so, like, when I hear a heartbeat noise, it makes me think about my own heart moving inside of my body, and I don't like it. So... it's gross.
Ah, and what if there isn't? Aren't you listening to me? What if all of this was rigged from the start?
Yeah, what if this all was rigged from the start? Like, some kind of creators developed this whole thing.
That's ridiculous. There'd be no point in all this if it was just some kind of cosmic busy work.
Ugh.
I think that's exactly
Cosmic busy
what it
work, I
is.
hate that
the
idea.
powers that be, seeing how many ways they can screw with us. Could be it's all some kind of sick joke to them.
I take it you'll never use a liquid cooling solution in your PC then? Well, probably I wouldn't, but that would be more of a... because that's expensive. It would be that, and it would be more that that's expensive and also a risky. I don't know. I guess liquid cooling probably isn't. I'm sure there's probably non-risky ways where people don't be having leaks in their computers all the time, but still, that sort of thing just seems more trouble than it's worth. But I don't. But that kind of thing doesn't seem circulatory-like to me, really. I mean, even though it is, it's literally circulating, but it's not. Like, I'm not even that necessarily grossed out by, like, other people's... Like, if she had just pulled that heart out and squished it, it'd be fine. Just the heartbeat noise, it just sounds yucky. Like, it makes me kind of, conceptualize my own heart in my own chest. It's gross. Being heart's a part of that. Yeah, like, it's... If the heartbeat noise isn't very super realistic, and especially if it's not very bassy, it doesn't bother me as much. And, like, I can hear a heartbeat noise, like, I'm not... Like, it's fine, I just don't like it. Like, I'm not gonna freak out or anything. It's just gross. But like I said, if it was, like, a heart... Even if the heart is, like, pulsing, is fine, I just don't like the sound. It's just a gross sound, you know? Ugh. It's just icky. But, you know, like, I play tons of horror games all the time. Or even, like, non-horror games where you just, like, when you take damage, you hear a heartbeat sound, you know?
Wouldn't that get...
Like, I can tolerate it.
boring? Not if they're creative with it. Okay, so you've already been here. Twice, even. Great. Then let me poke a few holes in your depressing little theory.
Thought it was more? Not really.
Nobody here is screwing with you, and I can't imagine any scenario where you would have started over after slaying the princess.
I almost don't want to talk to the narrator anymore. He's 1,000 years behind what I'm doing out here, and I wonder if it's even worth just listening to anything he says.
Well, we didn't...
I'm on another level from him now.
We killed ourselves.
I guess okay, so we are still thinking even back to that.
And why, pray tell, did you do that?
Well, because it was lame before.
Because you decided to foist an infinite tedium on us.
Yeah, it was lame.
That doesn't sound like me. If I'd had everything my way, you would have effortlessly slain the princess, saved the world, and been given your happy ending. The ending was the tedium. You locked us in a cabin and sent that cabin to an endless void, and then you told us we were happy. Well, were you happy? Of course we weren't happy. That's why we killed ourselves. It was awful. It was boring. It was bullshit.
Man, I have both the cold voice and the cheated voice here. Man, I'm a regular common rider Deno over here.
So you killed yourself? Yes. And then she killed us. Even though she was already dead. This is all fake.
I love this guy.
Okay, let's try to get back on track. You're real. The princess is real. The world is real. The people in the world are real. And the danger she poses to all of them is also, quite unfortunately, real. Whatever you did the first time, it sounds like it almost worked. So how about you give it one last try? Because killing yourself seems to undo all the good you almost managed to accomplish.
Uh-huh. See, it's him saying things like that that makes me a little suspicious of if it's true that he has no memory of everything that's happened.
Why should we help you? So you can just lock us away forever again? No, I don't think so. Tell you what, I won't do that. I promise.
Are we sure that's not the AVGN voice? I don't think I can, like, summon in my mind what AVGN's voice sounds like. I've not watched enough of his videos. Yeah, I don't think I actually, like, could identify his voice if I heard it.
Oh yeah, sure. That changes everything.
Unless, like, I just know the one thing he says is that things are diarrhea dog shit or whatever.
I mean, he did promise. And you believed him? All this standing around and talking is boring. Let's at least do something. Maybe we'll kill her again. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll even free her. Now, wouldn't that be something? It would. I guess we'll just have to see what happens.
Yeah, I guess so. Is she gonna be a cool wraith this time? Is she gonna be
You
nasty?
are the ones actually making the decisions, are you? You know what you have to do. You have to slay her. You have to save the world. Nothing matters more than this.
Yeah.
Don't play by his rules.
Yeah.
Everything here is rigged. Everything is changing to whatever's convenient for him. Even the woods are changing. That's all the more reason to take this seriously. If the path isn't the same, it means that her influence is spreading, and the world has already started to end.
I don't know. I mean, I think the world looks like way cooler than it did before.
Influence? I really shouldn't have said that. It'll make your task more difficult. But now it's out, you could always take that information as a sign of goodwill between us and do your job, alright?
More so meaning that because he's an angry voice. See, I always envisioned his voice as like a yelling, whereas none of these guys are really yelling. If we get someone that's like screaming at me about diarrhea dog shit. Are you the same narrator we met in the other loops? You were quick to accept that we've been here before. I'm not sure if it'd be worth asking that. We've killed her and been killed by her, and neither of those things have gone well for us. If we're going to fall through this loop forever, eventually we're gonna let her out. We might as well do it now. What happens if we don't go to the cabin? That's another option. And then there's something else we haven't tried and we just leave. Okay, we have our save. We have our save that's before we stab her ghost. So, any changes we want to do with our approach, we could probably just start from there. So let's just keep. Let's just at least proceed to the
Continue down the path
cabin.
towards the cabin.
I want to save, like,
It is
trying to
long
just
before
turn
your
around
steps
and
away from
leave.
your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do.
I wanna do a little more finagling around in these situations before just trying to leave.
The more he talks, the more I'm interested in setting her free.
Because I get the distinct feeling that trying to turn around and leave won't work.
Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care. It sounds like somebody's about to crack.
Are you trying to use reverse psychology on me, or have you given up?
There's obviously no point in trying to reason with you right now, especially with all these clowns offering up their useless advice. Honestly, it seems like the more I try and talk sense into you, the more single-minded they get about letting her out. So yes, I'm done trying to argue.
Yeah, I'm done trying to argue with you
Would
two.
Look at that. We won. Take it however
Yay.
you will.
Alright, let's go. Yeah, I
The
wonder.
interior of
Oh,
the cabin is long and dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward.
oh,
The only furniture of note is... That's strange.
yes.
What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. It's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
Because she has it. She took it last time.
Great. Something else has been taken away from us. I suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Alright. Let's pretend there's a mirror at the end of the hallway, and that right now we can't see behind it. What's there? What's behind it?
If you're asking what's at the end of the hallway, it's the way to the basement. The way to the basement? Don't you mean door? No, I didn't say door, because there isn't a door, it's just an opening. What are the odds she's waiting for us right behind it? If I were running a bullshit factory, it's what I'd do. Let me assure you that there's nothing there. Nothing is going to jump out at you. Certainly not the princess. The princess is in the basement. He can't see the mirror. The knife is gone, defying his expectations. Who the hell is calling the shots here? Nobody is calling the shots. That's how reality works. You
Alright.
slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched.
Well, let's see if we can touch the mirror this time.
We've always
I
been
imagine not.
watched. You're watching us right now.
Oh,
Sometimes the feeling is just stronger than others.
he's got a point.
I feel like you're trying to put us on edge. We don't need all this anticipation. We just need this to be over.
Oh, you know what? Did I ask you guys at the beginning of the stream, is the audio loud enough? Can you guys hear all the voices properly? I thought of it because the cold voice is a little subdued sometimes. Can you hear all of their dialogue loud enough?
You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there.
Wipe the mirror clean.
Here we go. You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening. Nothing. It's like this place read our mind just to mess with us.
Yeah.
What you looking at, killer?
Hi.
Staring into the void, thinking about what it'd be like to die again. I know
Yeah.
exactly how you feel.
Okay.
Shit. Where is she?
Hero, why even be afraid at this point?
You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle. Your
Ooh.
heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then she, the princess, constricts.
Oh yeah, it's like it's like PT.
Bones
Oh.
snap.
Oh, my bones.
Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse, and you collapse with them. You're met with a
Hey, girl.
terrifying visage of
Look
the
at my bird
princess.
legs.
Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
She looks great. Hey,
Do
girl.
you know how I feel? I gave you a path to forgiveness. I gave you a chance to make things right.
He said, he described her as having crooked teeth. Her teeth look pretty straight to me. Her teeth look better than mine. Yeah, we've got, like, I saw in, like, one of the other illustrations when I think we were stabbing the ghost princess, you saw that we had, like, feathers partway up our arm. So we're some kind of birdo. Some kind of tengu.
See what you've done and feel remorseful. Maybe try to make it up to me. But no, you'd rather use that knife to keep making the same mistake over and over and over. Even after I ripped your heart out, you still cut me. And for what? I didn't go anywhere. You didn't banish me. I'm right back here with you. A little better, a little worse. Well, maybe a lot worse.
I don't know, I think you look pretty good.
So, here's how this is going to go. I'm going to take your body, and I'm going to walk it out of here.
Okay.
And you get to watch me do it. Completely helpless. Just like you left me.
Okay.
I say we let her do it. It's
Yeah.
something different.
Yeah, I agree.
Do we even have a choice? You always have a choice. Maybe before, but not now. There isn't a blade this time. Exactly. What choice is there if there isn't a blade?
I mean, you could kick her, I guess.
Well, unless you have any specific ideas, I think my vote's the only one that counts.
Look, we're even now. I killed you, and then you killed me. Water under the bridge. I never wanted to hurt you. I don't even know how I got here. I'm a victim in all this too, you know. Wouldn't possessing me against my will make you no better than me? You don't have to be evil. You don't have to do this. I think it's a little unfair to try to, like, act like the victim in this situation after you, like, try to kill her 2 times. Do you need to take my body? Can I just open the door for you? Yeah, I'll say that.
I think you get the magnitude of hatred that sits between us.
Oh,
You've broken more trust than I thought I had.
okay. That's fair.
We're past the point of compromise. I'm taking your body, and there's nothing you can do to stop me.
Okay. That's fine. Okay.
Great.
Go ahead.
See you in a jiffy.
You remain pinned to the
Oh,
floor
hey,
of the long
yeah.
hallway as the rest of
She's
the
not wearing
princess's
any
body
pants.
emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding. Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle.
Right? She's still got ghost boobies, though, even though she's mostly a skeleton.
Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of her head? And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess. Not like this.
No, I
You
think
don't
it's
even
fine.
have a weapon, so I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too. And whose fault is it there isn't a weapon here? Yours, I assume. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Whatever you did in those previous lives of yours, you really messed up. Are you seriously trying to blame this on us? Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul.
Ow, my soul membrane. My soul nucleus is gonna fall out.
You're awake. Eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong.
Hey, how I feel, that's up for me to decide, buddy. And I feel pretty good about this.
It's so cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out. I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it.
Yeah, girl, if you... Oh, oops. Oh, it's 9 o'clock! Oh, it's time for our 9 o'clock break. I wonder if that legitimately was Double's voice actress. It sounds a lot like her. I don't know. I don't know who voices Double. I assume you're talking about Double from Skullgirls. I don't know. You know, how about while I take a break to go and feed my cat, you can look it up and let me know when I get back. Alright. Oh, it's time for our regularly scheduled 10-minute break to feed my cat. Take this time, go get a snack, go pee. Call your grandmother. Tell her that you've been thinking about her. And we'll be back here in just 10 minutes to, watch this ghost lady, hobble along on our broken ankle. 10-minute. Hey! We're back! I fed my cat. She's slurping down her baby slop right now. And we're back here being possessed by a ghost. And having a broken ankle.
I'd beg you to resist, but you've already surrendered your will to her, haven't you?
God, this narrator just... This dude just has to be, like, condescending. No matter what decision we make, he's just not gonna sound pleased. Like, even when we were doing what he said and just slaying the princess without question, he's like, good, I'm glad you did it. Like, as if he expected me not to. Like, I don't get any legitimate praise from this guy. It's not the same people. I was actually wondering, because I mentioned this at the beginning of the at the beginning of the stream, that Henry played the demo for this game when that was released, like, a while ago. And I watched him play through, like, all of the demo content. I think that the voice actress for the princess might be different than the one that was in that demo. Because I felt like she sounded different. Excuse me, I'm rubbing my eyeball. Ugh. Ah! Gotta scrub out them peepers.
Anything to get out of this hellhole.
This hellhole.
It's a new experience. You should try being possessed sometime. There's nothing else like it.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with fixing your mistake. I'll remember that. But I'll also never forget what you've done.
Your
That's
body
fine.
reaches along the corridor, every step more difficult and painful than the last. Your joints stiff and unresponsive, the shattered bones of your ankle grinding ceaselessly, as if they're fragmenting, then reforming, then snapping all over again as you make your way towards the outside world.
The voice actress for this princess, her name is Nicole Goodnight? Damn, imagine having the last name Goodnight. Wonder if that's a stage name.
But despite the anguish, it doesn't feel like the exit to the cabin is getting any closer. If anything, it's getting further away.
It doesn't matter how long this hallway is. I will drag this body until it is a piece of meat and feathers. I will be free.
Please, just let her out.
Yes. Let me out.
It's pointless, isn't it? I can't stop her without you, and you'd already given up by the time we met.
Oh, don't get mad at me. Come on.
No, screw that. The hallway gets even longer.
Okay, how come you can do that, but you couldn't, like, summon the rock above her head like I asked before?
You cannot
Describe me into submission.
right there.
Perception.
It really is, isn't it?
I walked to it.
We're playing Dungeons and Dragons now.
Place your bloody hand on the door. I make you twist the handle.
Isn't saying all of this his job?
It's gone.
Oh, he really
You know, good,
is, isn't he?
Didn't appreciate him.
I had a feeling you could deal with him for us.
I did nothing. He dealt with himself.
Okay.
This is it then. The big moment. I just hope it's a way out.
The handle clicks as we push forward. The air is different here.
The passenger, when taken against your will, witness your enemy's freedom, says this achievement. But as you step outside the bounds of the cabin, you feel another violent tear, a rending that cuts all the way down to your soul. You are once again separated from everything that had nestled in the deep crevices of your body, from everything that isn't you.
We're us again.
Okay.
How interesting.
I have a really broken ankle, though.
We actually won, didn't we?
I don't know if there's a winning or losing.
What is happening to me?
What is happening to you? Oh, yes. I hope this thing is pleased. I brought you one. Did you like it? It was a really cool one, in my opinion. But you don't answer her before she's gone. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Well, of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. It's gonna be okay, just trust me. We've been here before and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. It's going to do something to us. I can feel it.
Yeah, I mean it
We don't need
is.
to comfort them.
Yeah. Oh, I'm being visited.
Did you take the Twixes?
I'm being visited by an angry boy that wants a Twix.
Only like a Twix.
How many Twixes have you eaten out of that bag? I think you ate most of the Halloween candy. I hardly had any of it. You can have it.
No.
Oh.
I'm the bigger man.
He Ah! He called me an inappropriate word. Oh my god, I cannot believe he would use such foul language in my office like that while I'm live on stream. What are you making me for dinner? Yeah, okay. You know, he's a grown up. He can just buy himself a Twix any time of the year. Maybe I should make some kind of a Twix-inspired caramel dessert for him. You know what? I'm surprised he came all the way up here though. He pulled a muscle in his foot, and he's been not walking so much for the last week because of it. But he's on the mend, and he made it all the way up here, so that's impressive. He wanted a Twix that bad. Okay, let's see. It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is gonna be nice. It's the end for you, but not for me. I'll see you on the other side. It's gonna be okay. I'll tell him it'll be okay, just because, you know, the hero... He's just a nice little lad. He's doing his best, and he's out of his depth, so I'll be nice to him.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. So, this is all going to work out? Whatever makes you happy.
Thank you, voice of the cold. Alright, let's go see that, freak being. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. The bloat, you've grown, says the achievement. You've grown. I'm almost tempted to, like, up the brightness on my monitor to, like, see this reflection more, but I imagine there's just not a lot of detail to see. They don't want you to know how cool you look. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Hey, girl! Hey! Do you like I brought you that ghost? Do you like it?
And empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Okay.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed? What does it feel like to change like this? When this is all done, do you know what you want to do? You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? What? I'm not gonna do that. Rude. When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before? Oh, so I can't repeat things I've done before? I actually haven't attempted to. So I didn't find that out, like, organically. You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you. You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Why? What do you want me to bring you next time? Do you have any thoughts on this vessel? I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be. What do you feel about me? The vessels I've been bringing you, I've hurt them. How many more vessels do I need to bring you? Attack the entity? Let's just ask her some of these questions.
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
I figured she'd say something kind of like that. What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
Okay. When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this
Fair.
moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
She says she wants to get to know me. I stop paying attention, I come back to so many arms. Yeah, it's fine. Let's see. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is loneliness turned to seething. She could not find her strength in others, so she found it in herself. She will make for a driven heart.
Cool.
Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
Well, that's good. Okay. Ooh, yeah, I want to ask, what do you feel about me? The vessels I've been bringing you, I've hurt them.
The vessels are a weave of emotion at odds with themselves, but they are only perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
last thing I think I'll say before we head off to the next round of princessing. You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Fair. Alright, let's go.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Bye-bye. Yeah, why can you do it not so loud? Ugh. Hurt my ear a little bit. A seething vessel, bring the wraith to her. It's the
You're on a
achievement I just
path
got.
in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin, and in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Yep, I bet
You're here
so.
to slay her.
If you don't,
don't,
it'll be the end of the
It
world.
will be the end of the world.
Yep, familiar. Let's this time let's do. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the
Of course
world
I
ending?
haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
some
yeah.
people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Will he give me any more explanation on the end of the
I'm
world?
talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more
No,
birds,
same thing
no
as
more trees,
before.
and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
I guess. I'm gonna say, okay, thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
Puppy.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess.
It's okay,
We're supposed
Hero.
to save princesses, not slay them.
This poor lad, he like kind of only half sort of knows what's going on.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what
And the
he's talking
narrator only like a fourth knows what's going on. Alright, let's just purely approach absolute, like we're not
The
gonna pick up the
interior of the
knife.
cabin is almost entirely
We're just
bare.
gonna go in and let her
The
out.
air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
I'm sure it is.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Dun, dun, let's go into the basement. I'm not gonna take the blade.
door to the
And we're
basement
just gonna
creaks
go
open,
and let her
revealing
out.
a
We'll see what
staircase faintly
happens.
illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Softly.
Hello? Is someone there?
Interesting, she beckons us softly this time. I wonder if it's because we don't have the knife.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Oh, Hero, you are just a
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the
Real
manipulation.
simple guy.
You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
I can pick lie, I'm here to save you. Huh. strange. Is it just checking?
You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
Girl, do you
Walk
gotta like
down the
eat food or
stairs and
anything?
Lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be of threat to anyone?
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Yeah. Do I want to talk some just to like see just what kind of stuff she'll say?
Okay.
What's your name?
Oh,
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
you can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
No name, ma'am?
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
So is Princess your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
You know, you think that she, she'd be able to improv a name real quick. But maybe... But I guess it's possible that her strange existence makes it so she doesn't even maybe know any words that are names. I mean, it's possible that we don't know any words that even are names, as we only have the narrator, the hero, and like other descriptive kind of voices. We haven't heard a single name from anybody. Oh, yeah, I can ask. Have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
I guess not. I guess she is just some kind of strange... just kind of perceptive being that's not really... She may not be a literal being in that way. What are you gonna do if I let you out? I'm going to keep you locked away. Can't trust you. This doesn't add up. Oh, I could go back upstairs and get the blade. I can't believe they've been keeping you down here like this. I'm getting you out of here. I wonder if there's any difference in, like, expressing that I kinda don't trust her, but just letting her out anyway, or if I just blindly trust her, if there's any difference in what that'll get me. Well, let's let her out.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing.
I don't know if
Walk
I
up
agree
to
with
the
either of
chains
those.
binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
I do not.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
Girl, can you perceive the key? Like, if you manifest that you have the key, can I then have the key?
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I guess if you think about it, this game is kind of about The Secret. Like the book, The Secret, that's about using positive thinking and manifesting in your mind to, like, become a millionaire and make the things you want in your life happen. It's kind of like that. There isn't a key. Do you have any other ideas? I'll check upstairs. I don't know what these two different things will, like, cause to happen. If there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way
And if you
out
think
of the
about it,
basement,
you don't really have to
the door
cut
at the top of
probably
the
like
stairs
her
slams
thumb
shut.
off.
You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Oh.
Is someone else here?
Let me out of here, try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Hey.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
Now, there's obviously no they. So... did the narrator just, like, perceive, you know, the door? Well, no, because he would probably want us to go get the blade. Because anything that happens, it seems like it has to be a result of somebody present to the scene, like, perceiving it into reality.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Yeah, I know you could, like, kick a door down really hard. I was kind of distracted, but I was barely paying attention to what's going on. We started another... a loop. We gave the wraith to the being that's at the nowhere place, and we talked to the nowhere place hand being a little bit, and then we started another princess loop. I've come down to the basement with no sword, and I told her I'd find a way to get her out of the chains, but we don't have a key. And when I tried to go back upstairs, the door locked behind me, so we can't get out.
She barely hesitates
No.
before raising her
Well,
arm
that'll
to her
work, I
mouth,
guess.
her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Below the cuff. Because the thing that's trapping you is the mass of your hand. All we'd have to do is get your thumb off, and you could at least keep your hand and 4 of your fingers. If your hand really was too wide, you could go at the wrist, because there's a joint there. In here, you're gonna have to just, like, snap the bone straight through, and that's just gonna be a whole mess. It's gonna... And, like, you at least at the wrist, girl, come on. Why the hell does this keep happening? This is the kind of game it is, baby.
As she rips her flesh from her bone,
I don't think she's a cannibal, because I don't think she's like a human. I think she's kind of a less real being than that.
It's the blade from upstairs.
What?
You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
I don't know. I haven't liked necessarily a ton of what's happened up to now, so... Save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment.
But again, like, why
place
don't
the blade
we...
against the ragged,
At the wrist! At the wrist, everybody! That's where you can pop that joint on... When you're making, like, you've gotten a whole chicken and you want to break it down into pieces, you're not just, like, cutting straight through the middle of bones. It's not...
You cut into her flesh.
Watch that Alton Brown video on how to, like, you know, disassemble a chicken properly, and it'll give you some pointers.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
That's a sharp blade.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
She's fine.
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
She's good.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Okay.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom
Hey!
stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Hey!
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
If you could do this, then why am I even here?
What are you doing?
Warn her. I have warned her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Yeah, I know.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart.
It's okay. I know she's probably got sick reaction times. She could probably parry my attack, no problem. She'll be good.
Dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
She's gonna do like a fucking flip. She's gonna do a double jump right over me or something. She'll be good.
Stop
She'll be
it.
fine.
Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
No, I don't want to get out of here alive. Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
What if this princess is meant to be some kind of evil that the narrator can't let out? Yeah, he tells you that at the beginning. That's the premise. What do you mean, what if? That's the premise of the game, yeah. Where he tells you she's a big evil that he can't let out. Yeah. Though I think, at least I think from the narrator's perspective, she does seem like that. Like, this is a literal evil. What does that even mean? Oh, oops. When you right-click, it takes you to the save. Like, I think in, you know, by the narrator's point of view, I think she is a literal evil. It's a part of him that needs to die. But see, that's the thing, though. I think that needs to die is also kind of not a... I think that needs to or has to, I think those are statements that are not relevant on the scale that we're working on at this point. Like, if he let it out, he'd go fully Killer Deadly. I don't think the narrator is like a... I don't think that anyone in this story is like a real being. I think that everybody present in this story is like you know, an entity outside of reality. So I don't think we're talking about, like, you know, people that are walking around and like like the narrator is going to be a guy that will then become a killer and like kill somebody. I don't think there is anyone's. I think we're on some kind of like higher... Oh, like this, like the whole game's taking place in the narrator's mind and the narrator's a real guy is what you're saying. Doesn't seem like that. Just because we did meet what seems to be some kind of cosmic entity in the, you know, princess vessels being grasped by all the hands that speaks to us and tells us to bring them more vessels to then gain more perspectives and to become more of... and to become more in existence. You know, so I don't think that the narrator is like a guy. I don't think any of us are like people. I think that this is all operating on a more theoretical scale than that. I don't think so, because the way that everything's going so far, it seems like the princess is just some kind, like these ladies we keep interacting with are just beings that we then bring to this cosmic entity to give the cosmic entity life experience, essentially. And the princess and the narrator do both seem to be able to affect reality, to affect the environment based on choosing to perceive. So I wouldn't put it past it that I think that maybe, you know, the narrator is also just possibly a vessel maybe for that cosmic entity, but yeah, I don't think we're gonna zoom out and then there's gonna be like a guy sitting at his desk and at the end of the game and then he gets up and starts going apeshit, you know? Like, I don't think any of us are like literal or corporeal in the way that, you know, the human speaking to you through this microphone is, you know? Like, I think it's a little bit more above that type of
remains frozen in stubborn
reality.
resistance. The princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
Or I also wouldn't maybe not be surprised if the narrator is also some kind of strange entity. Just since they both seem to, like, both the narrator and the princess seem to have strangely parallel abilities to, like, affect the reality that I'm perceiving. And both of them have at this point possessed my body at one point, so.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Oh, I guess, alright, she's gonna kill me, I guess.
She plunges it into your
Well,
chest,
thanks for
tearing through flesh
being
and
delicate with
sinew.
me, ma'am.
It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
No, I didn't kill you very good.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake.
Yeah, give
For
me
her
another
sake.
one.
Don't you
Don't
start
worry.
pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Maybe the narrator is the evil one. I don't think that we are working in a framework of. I think the point of the game is we're not working in a framework of there being good or evil. Right? Like, I think that's the sort of cosmic horror of it, right? Is that we are working on a scale of perception and existence. I don't think we are in a space where morality is even really relevant. And I think that's what they're trying to do here is, you know, you as, like, the player character, they're obviously both trying to appeal to your sense of morality in one way or another. When I think that either way, I think that nothing that you do is going to be good or evil. I think it's all just gonna be things happening, as is the nature of existentialist horror. We have something evil in someone who wants things to be protected. Yeah, you know, in your opinion, which one is which? Actually, one Mario Bro, in your opinion, who is who is evil and who wants things to be protected, in your opinion, in this situation?
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every
Girl, I know you can do it better than that. You're just playing with me now. I know you can kill me gooder than that.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I guess the narrator voice is evil and the hero voice is the protector? Who, in your opinion, is the hero voice protecting? Because the hero voice wants to help the princess and let the princess out. Do you think that the princess is not evil? In your opinion, then, is the princess not evil?
She doesn't know how to use
She is apologizing to me as she's stabbing me a bunch.
Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound. It won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
Girl, you could've maybe maybe slit the throat would have just been faster.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks.
Maybe you're a serial killer and this whole deal of a storybook of an evil princess is to justify your killing? You're just writing fan fiction of this game in my chat now. Like, I don't think that this game is going to come back to like an Earth reality situation. I don't think we're gonna like zoom out of this story and there's going to be a guy that's like on Earth or in real life, you know? Like, I think that the whole this game is about existentialism and about like the nature of human perception. It's not about like people doing things. That's this game is not as literal as that. A lot of weird indies involve stuff like this, sure, but at least in terms of like what I've get the vibe of from this game, there's no indication that there's anything outside of like, I mean, we talked already to a greater entity at the end of reality, you know? The weird narrator is implying some kind of fucked up mind. Well, I mean, I think that's... But I don't think that there's a fucked up mind who's like a person who's a real guy. I don't think that we're gonna run into anyone who's just like a real person, you know? I don't think that's gonna happen. See if it'll be an abstract ending or we get an explanation. I have the feeling the whole point of this game is to be abstract. I mean, we're not gonna be finishing this today, because it's nearly 10. So we'll see what happens, what kind of princess we get on at the beginning of our next loop. We'll see. We'll see if we can get back to the cosmic entity one more time. We'll see.
It can't just end like this, right?
Yeah, right? Like, the vibe of this game is, you know... I think that if this game had a really concrete ending, where it was like, and it was all in the mind of a real fucked up guy, I think people would, like, get mad if that was the ending. They would feel like that, you know, that's like an ending that's like, and then it was all a dream.
Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer...
Oh, look
for
at them
things to
big
have gone
peepers.
differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
It's fine.
Everything goes dark. And you die.
Ooh.
You're on a path in the woods.
Ooh.
And at
We're
the end
getting
of
the
that
damsel
path
this time, I
is
guess.
a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Alright. So, I guess, so far, I've essentially been kind of picking one idea of how I treat the princess and following that through all the way to the end. And I am wondering, do you get something different if you kind of pivot partway through? Do you get... And do I want to do that now, or do I want to keep committing to the same princess approach? So what's been happening so far is whenever you die, you will start at the beginning again, but not exactly. You know, obviously, like, the princess is gonna be different when we go over there this time. So, like, chapter 1 is always just the basic princess. How you treat her in that chapter is gonna determine the nature of your princess in chapter 2. And I imagine also that, you know, the things that you do then is gonna further determine the nature of your princess in chapter 3. Like, you know, before when we killed her straight up, right? And then she was a ghost in chapter 2. And then we continued to try to kill her even as a ghost, even though it didn't even work. We kept trying to kill her in chapter 2 as a ghost, and so in chapter 3 she was that horrible wraith, right? and then we, at the end, the Wraith used our body to escape, and then she just came out at the ass end of reality where that hand's being took the Wraith body as a vessel, essentially. So I think that's our gameplay loop there. Now, what will happen if we don't commit to a specific, you know, princess approach, though? If we, like, you know, like, if we, since we had an approach last time where we, like, were really nice and we tried to let her go, if we just, like, killed her straight up this time, I'm not sure what would happen compared to continuing to just try to let her go. I'm not sure. So that's gonna require investigation, but for the sake of our stream right now, we'll continue on with our savior route where we're just trying to let her free no matter what. Okay, no is what I'm gonna say.
Don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Yes, he didn't approve of us
Ooh.
last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Okay, so this and this is also what happens is your behavior toward the princess in the first chapter not only determines the nature of your princess in chapter 2, it determines what your new voice that is going to talk to you is. So we have the voice of the smitten this time. It's because we were nice to her and tried to let her out.
Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically.
Uh-huh.
Sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
Joke's on you, buddy, I also am.
What can I say? A world without love is a world.
Though
that
I
isn't
would rather
worth
get kissed by a ghost than a living woman, but that's just, yeah, that's personal preference. Let's go to the cabin. I don't want to talk to the narrator anymore. He's just not on my level. He
will lie,
isn't
she will
into
cheat,
kissing ghosts
She
like
will do
I
everything
am.
in her power to stop you from
Yeah, I
slaying.
know,
I've
I
already
know.
told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
Yeah.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Okay.
The interior of the cabin is
Ooh,
clean
very
and
medieval
elegant,
this time.
its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Yeah, you see the inside of the cabin is different every time too, to reflect what interactions you've had with the princess.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Alright, let's take a looky at the mirror like we always do. I don't know if there's any specific
You walk up to the wall
thing
next
you
to the
get for always
basement.
trying to touch it, but
It's a wall.
What are you talking
I'd
about?
like to try to
This is
touch
the
it every
wall.
time,
It's a mi-
just for...
You reach forward and rub
Just to
your
be
hand
thorough.
against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look.
rub that wall.
But there was a mirror a second ago.
And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
True. Alright. We're gonna go in the basement without the blade again.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight.
Yeah. Well, the narrator actually told us that it, like, looks pretty cool in here. He usually says, like, this place smells like shit. And the air feels like it's 1,000,000 pounds on your shoulders. You feel like you're gonna fucking pass out. It's so shit in here.
But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Are we gonna get a
voice,
really sweet
It's
princess this
somehow
time?
even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love.
It says you.
Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
Yeah.
You walk down the stairs.
Oh, her
and
dress is
lock
extra
eyes with the
floofy this time.
princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
We're dashing. I'm rather
She
dashing.
called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
Yeah, he's believing us easier and easier every time. I didn't even pick any of the options to try to explain it to him.
That's right.
He's just
villain.
ready to believe it now.
You killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because
She did
you
her
made
best.
us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
We damned a whole world. But everything reset.
Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you.
You don't say.
This is horrible.
You don't say! Pretending like he doesn't fucking know anything this whole time. Jumping between worlds, you
Horrible
say.
for you, maybe. But we've been given another opportunity to sweep
No, but
her off
I
her
didn't say
feet
anything
and
about the,
treat her like the lady she
multiple
is.
worlds theory, sir. You're the one who brought it up. I think maybe... I think maybe Mr. Narrator just showed his hand a little bit to me there.
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her? We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
There's also the distinct possibility that the narrator maybe is not lying about not being aware of our repeated princess attempts. He could also have said that multiple worlds thing as like he just thought that would plant that kind of doubt in the hero's mind, right? Of like, oh, wait, we ended a world? Really?
Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
I didn't even bring the sword, bud. Or the knife, or whatever. You killed me last time. It hurt a lot. Why'd you do that? I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again? What happened after I died? I have to ask, did you end the world after you killed me? I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair. I'm gonna say that.
The version of me was pushed to such drastic action. It was for good reason.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. You were just doing your best.
I was doing my
That's all that matters.
best.
She took that in stride, to a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect.
Yeah.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
Maybe.
She doesn't. There's no one else like her.
There's no one else like me. You know what? This actually, it reminds me a little bit of, I rewatched, One Woolly Versus. I watched him, he played PT on stream for Halloween this year. And so I watched that just because PT is fucking cool, and I never got to play it, and so I'm jealous of everyone who gets to play PT. But the, like, opening paragraph of that, you know, playable teaser, I think has, like, some really strong conceptual text that you hear repeated, like, throughout, like, a couple times while you play it, and it's like, what is it? It's the gap in the door is a separate reality. I'm sure the only me is me. Are you sure the only you is you? You know, like, I think like the bloody paper bag like says that to you at one point during PT, and I like love that part. The only me is me. Are you sure the only you is you?
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Just like that. But before we start talking, did the world end? Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips. Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
Yeah. I don't want the world to end. I have no feelings one way or the other about the world ending. Honestly, the world sucks. People are a plague, and I hope you brought a slow, painful ruin to them all. As much as I do kind of want to say this, would it be... like, what? I'm gonna pick the middle option. I have no feelings one way or the other.
At least you're being honest. I can't believe that the fate of the entire world has been left in the hands of a nihilist.
Yeah, well.
The princess shifts in uncomfortable confusion.
Me too. I don't care.
Yeah!
She wasn't confused for long. If she doesn't care, then clearly she didn't end the world. It would take a great desire for evil to do something so inconceivable, and our dearest has not an ounce of cruelty within her.
Cruelty.
All is well, and it's high time we rescued our beloved.
Okay. I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Oh.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
I wonder if that ends up being true, because if Smitten believes that to be true, will it be true?
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird? She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling...
I love a bitch who just loves, like, who just ain't even care if she get her hand cut off. Love it.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behaviour and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go
Nah,
ahead
she's a
and
monster
slay
that I
her.
like. I'm into her. Rescue.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess,
Yeah.
I would if you had
Oh,
a weapon.
oh, I skipped. I didn't mean to. Wait, go back. What did this one say? Preferences. History. You'll what? You'll take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Mm-hmm.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions
Yeah.
contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Conviction.
You wouldn't.
We've done it already, bud.
I would. I'd listen to it if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings, and doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
See, I'm wondering though. I'm wondering, like the narrator saying that you won't. When he has seen us do it, I do wonder if maybe the narrator just does not have memories of what we are doing in, you know, in other princess attempts. But maybe he does know that there are other princess attempts. You know, maybe like he has an incomplete knowledge, maybe. Yep, we can
Approach
slip
the
her hand
princess
right
and
out.
Gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
Yeah, I think that only worked because like we believed it to work. You
I
know?
can't believe it. But I guess I have to.
Yeah.
I told you. There's no life more worth
Mhm.
living than that of a true believer.
Yeah, okay, you know what? This smitten guy, he might be actually pretty powerful. I mean, if you think about it, he's got what is it, the orcs in shit. The name just went out of my mind. In in Warhammer, the Warhammer orcs, their like whole power, right, is that they like can just believe whatever they believe to be true is true, right? And I think we're just like in a big room of just that happening. Like this dude, this smitten dude might be extraordinarily powerful as just being able to be certain and to believe.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I'd like to know what you feel the difference is between a bird person or an anthro bird. Because in my mind, those are pretty much the same thing.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a
Oh
joyful
yeah,
embrace.
just squish your big old toddies on us.
If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
Blech.
Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
They think red means fast, so something painted red is fast. I mean, I believe that too, yeah.
What do we do now?
Make out, I guess? Ooh, what do you want to do? Are we gonna get something really weird out of this one, because like, are we gonna accidentally sort of create this princess that doesn't have like its own will? And will the strange hands being appreciate that? I mean, you're mostly a human-looking bird, whereas the other is a bird head. So what, like a man, like a human body with just a bird head on top would be a... Which would be which?
Let me guess. End the world?
I mean, you know, everyone's always, like, seen that illustration, right, of, like, the, like, feral, like, animal to furry, like, spectrum, and, like, the steps of, like, how much animal parts to how much human parts, you know? Like, Howl versus the crow guy from Billy and Mandy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what our, like, head situation is like. I mean, our arms and legs are clearly feathered, but we don't know what the torso or head situation's like.
Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
Whatever you want, girl, I'll do it.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
I've accidentally created a being of no desire.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And
Mhm.
I think...
The princess closes her eyes.
You
in
hungry,
deep
ma'am?
reflection.
You want, like, I can get you breakfast? We could, unexist reality? Or...
And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I'm kind of hungry. I want you to tell me what you want. If we, like, push this too much, will she begin to have a problem? Must be something you want. Do you want to end the world? I just want to leave. We can figure out the rest. If you want to leave, then let's leave. I think that our smitten guy would say there must be something you want. I'd be tempted to say I want you to tell me what you want, but I'm trying to follow our smitten guy's, like, kind of vibe.
I just want to make you happy.
God, her giant eyeballs! Her eyeballs are gonna suck me right in.
She can't just want to make us happy.
The music.
It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
Yeah. Normal. You have to want something more than me. What would make you happy? You need your own thing. You just met me. You can't base your entire happiness around me. God, I'm so tempted to, like, push this more. Well, that's what all these save slots are for, aren't they? I want to return to this ghost one, too. And, like, make some different choices during that. Because we could just leave and just give her as is to the deity, presumably. And I think we might create a being of absolutely no desire. And I don't know if that's what the hands being wants, either. Like, it wants perspective, and if we bring her this vessel that has no perspective at all, will it like that? I want you to make me unhappy. Oh my god, she'll die if I tell her this. She'll explode, like, from paradoxical malfunction. I kind of want to say this. I want you to make me unhappy.
Okay, if that's what makes you happy, I can make you unhappy.
God, how many different, like, eyeballs are they gonna draw on her? I like how, like, pointy her chins become.
Is she
Clamps coming for
broken?
me.
What's going on? What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
I want you to tell me what you want.
I just want to make you happy.
She's oh. I like that she's in different, like, strange states of, like, 90s teenager anime drawing. Like, in the last image, she just had circles for hands with lines, and now we have, like, some more of a detailed hand, but the clothing is really undetailed. And the eyes are, like, not perfectly, like, symmetrical.
This isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but this isn't right. I fail to see the problem here. She's just sweet on us. You don't have to act like it's a big deal.
But what would make you happy?
I just want to make you happy.
How many of these did they make? Oh my god, this is so good. I love this. I wonder, are these all by different artists, I wonder? And this classic hands behind the back because you don't want to draw the hands. Oh, God. I love these. I want to see the gallery of just all these.
Is it just me? Does it feel like we're alone right now?
And then they lived happily ever after. It's all she wanted, said the achievement. Oh, whoops. Yeah, she took us to the nowhere place. We're in the nowhere again. Well, do you like that? You don't get the chance to ask another question, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
No. She was our perfect match.
Don't worry, Smitten. It's fine.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try
See,
and
this
find
is
her?
this is the end of each loop. Is you mold a princess from your interactions,
Is that a...
and you give it to the hand deity.
Why is it here?
You're the hand
Why
being.
now?
Don't. I'll say the same thing to him. It's gonna be okay. We've been here before, and you always get
It's
scared.
So bad. Like, looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
Yeah, I know.
Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. If we just sit here and preen for a while, that can't hurt, right?
Whatever's on the other side's gonna be nice. That's it. I'll see you on the other side. It'll be okay.
Okay.
Don't worry, bud.
If you say so.
I like saying the nice things to Hero, because this poor dude's just really
She'll
along
be
for this
there
ride.
waiting for us. I just know it.
Alright. Sad to see? No, it's a good thing. Silence as you reach forward, they're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. The decay. You've withered. Oh man, we're gooey this time. Oh, last time we became bloated. This time we're withered. We're goobing. We're all gooby. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Let's go see our girl. See, it's not sad to see because that princess got added to our cool friend up here. Approach.
I am the force of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold.
Yeah, yeah. I get you, girl. I get you. I've added a really weird one for you this time. So this hands entity, every princess that I have interacted with, it takes them and it receives their perception. It receives their life experience because it on its own was nothing. It was a being that before I brought it a princess vessel, this being was not anything. It didn't have or feel or know or want or not want or anything. It was just a nothing. And so I have now brought it a couple princesses to add to its understanding of existing and perceiving.
All
I hope
of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
that's life experience, baby. You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist? What kind of fucking stupid shit is that to say? Contradictions don't exist, my ass. How can you stand to be a contradiction? It doesn't matter how many times I go back. At least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse? What do you think of this vessel? That's what I want to know.
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
Yeah. Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you
Fair.
have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me.
There's something interesting there. Because it's like it's only seen what I've seen. So I'm wondering what that means about the nature of the princesses when I am not there. Like, when I'm not perceiving them. Because also, the princesses, like this princess told me, like, yo, what happened after you killed me? She said, I killed you and now we're talking. And that might have been more, serious than we initially thought. It's possible that she only exists when we're perceiving her. And we only perceive her because the narrator said there's a princess in the basement, So are we maybe not exactly molding the existence of a princess, but molding our perceptions of the idea of a princess and giving them to this being, maybe.
Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
And it does make you wonder how the interesting thing to think about is how many separate beings are at play here? Unclear? Have you figured out what you'll want when we've finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me.
I wonder if the thing to stop the entity is to give it weak vessels? I mean, I gave it the weakest one, and nothing bad happened to it. Also, I'm not gonna stop this entity.
I yearn for what I have
I'm helping
always
it.
yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me. Wow. This game was not kidding when it said at the beginning that this is a love story. Woo. Let's see. Because every time I've met with this being, I have had the option to attack the entity and destroy my body. Both of these have been options every time. I haven't chosen to do either yet. I'm not ever gonna attack it if I don't have to, because I like it. Well, I think that's everything I want to say to it this time. I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Bye! Why does it always make broken glass sound? An idealized vessel, bring the deconstructed damsel to her.
You're on
Ooh.
a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Now we're
And
back
in
to the
basement
beginning,
of
and this
that
is the
cabin
loop.
Is a princess.
But we're ending it there. 'Cause I can smell Henry cooking some delicious chicken down there. It's making me extraordinarily hungry. I can smell it. My tummy is rumbling. I don't want to eat dinner. So, you went on for a long while. I only went a half hour over, and that's not that unusual for this stream. It's not that unusual. We go like 40 minutes over like every other week. Alright. That's it for the stream this week though. I guess next week we can pop back into this and cuz this is very interesting. I would not mind popping back into this one. And then yeah, then you know what? Maybe once we finish this game, maybe we can do a few weeks. Maybe we can do some like autumnal fishing, where because I like the idea of having a few weeks where I just interchangeably play Dredge and Sega Bass fishing. There's something about that is funny to me. So maybe we'll do that once Slay the Princess is done. Because I don't know how... I'm not certain how sort of long this game will take. Because I'm not going to complete it like 100% on stream. I imagine that would be quite laborious. So I probably won't be completing it entirely, but we'll play it until we get to some kind of spot where I feel like it's ended well enough for our on-stream playthrough to be over. You mind if I draw a splash picture for you? You have an idea? If you want to, you can feel free. You know, I can't stop you. Just, you know, if you want to spend your precious time on this earth drawing pictures of me, that's your prerogative, I guess. To use for this. But yeah, if you want to, I guess. I can't promise that I will use it for like every stream this month, but if it's a good one, I'll use it for one or two maybe. But yeah. Other than that, we will be back next Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, like usual. But if you can't wait that long, if you're like, oh my god, I cannot wait to see more of this stupid bitch, I can't wait till next Thursday. Fear not, you can go to one of the social media platforms you see displayed above my head, or you can see my Linktree link below the stream. I've got every social media, all of them, and you can find me on there posting stupid shit about crap and plushies, because I do make those for my job professionally. If you like to see plushie commissions of fan arts and OCs and things, you can find those there too. Follow them, they're cool. A reference of the squirrel, if you go to my art fight page, I think that would probably be the easiest place to immediately find the reference for, because I do have a reference image. Here, wait. I'll pull it up. 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 Actually, I could probably even just find it on my DeviantArt page. Let's see if I go to my DeviantArt. SQRREL. Yeah. Oh my god. Here. There you go. If anybody's ever wanted to see a reference. Art on this is a few years old now, so I don't know if I would. So don't judge me. I drew that in 2018, so. But it's still approximately right. You know, I mean, and I like, you know, if people want to do drawings of me, you know, you can take the artistic liberty. I'm not a picky person. If you get some coloring or markings wrong, I'm not gonna shit my pants about it. I'm just grateful you would even think to put pen to paper for my sake. That is the kindest thing any human can do for another, so appreciate it. But that's gonna be it. I'm getting hungry, and that chicken is just smelling gooder and gooder every second, so that's it. I'll see all you idiots next week for more of this crap. Hey, bye! Bye, freaks! Bye! Bye.